Hello, hello. Okay. Good start. I think it was unable to find some DLC because I didn't install the DLC because it appeared to be just cosmetics and something that sounded like potentially cheating. So I just decided not to install any of that. Epic. I think I actually already set this up based on, I think Digital Foundry did a video on optimal settings, and I think I set this based on that. So how about we just assume that everything is good, except motion blur, of course, has to go off. Did it actually save? Yes. Question is this better with mouse and keyboard or controller? I'll start with mouse and keyboard, and then if it doesn't feel right, we'll switch to controller. Dodge is... right, this has... Hmm. 8 item shortcuts. Yeah, we'll see how it is. This seems fine. And I've been told to leave the action difficulty to story and puzzles on hard, as appears to be the default.
私は一人でも全然寂しくないの。仲間外れなんか気にしないもん。
ひなこ、お友達のところに遊びに行ったんじゃなかったの？
男の子と遊ぶ子はおままごとに入れてあげないだって。
じゃあお姉ちゃんと一緒におままごとしよっか。
本
お待たせ。
お姉ちゃん、
何かいいことでもあった？
昔を思い出してた。お姉ちゃんって小さい頃からずっとお姉ちゃんだったんだなって。
ひなこ、私ね。
これ お姉ちゃんにあげる。
綺麗だわ。ありがとう。
Chaos. Silent Hill about combat? No? But sometimes it really wants to be. To be fair, the cult isn't all bad. Silent Hill 4 handled the cult really well.
Hinako! 親に向かってその言い草は何だ。
お父さんやめてください。
中高あんなにも高校娘なのにどうして妹の前は何もかも正反対なんだ。どこ行く。話はまだ終わってないぞひなこ。
お父さん、ひなこだって分かってくれてますよ。
分かってたらどうしてあの態度になるんだ。これも全部お前がひなこをずっと甘やかしてきたからだろう。
ひなこ、
I know this
お
Soichi.
父さんがね、あなたのためを思って
友達のとこ行ってくる。
早めに帰っておいでね。
The difficulty setting is the default one, so story on
会ってたまるか。
action
そんなこと。
and hard on whatever the other one is. Well, it's a little clunky, but it's better than MGS Delta. Also, I'm getting like 45 FPS, which is... ew. Maybe controller would be better. I don't think this game has a lot of aiming. Local doctor's note. There have been sightings of foxes coming into town recently. I'm sure that the older generations who have grown up learning to respect foxes are fine, but I'm concerned for any children who may try and chase or provoke the creatures. Foxes by nature are not aggressive, but just like wild dogs, they carry diseases such as rabies, tetanus, and echinococosis, to name just a few. Town community should send out warnings to ensure people don't get unnecessarily close to them. I'll try controller. It's hooked up to anything? Oh. That's not hooked up to where I thought it was. What the heck is this cable then? Oh wait, you walk by default and then you click the stick to start running. That is a weird setup. So, I have to do this. Oh, I can't. Can only be... Okay, well, never mind then. Yeah, I think I want to change that. That is... It's a weird control setup. Well, it's always... What? Why would... What? All of them have run on left stick in toggle. Oh, there's also run. Okay. Shortcut. That doesn't make any sense. Better. Now I play on whatever control system works best. Like if the game requires aiming, as in it has guns, I will use mouse and keyboard. Is there a quick turn? Highly doubt it. A woman is only complete when she is loved. The latest passion for young women is so pure they even make flowers blush. I think I will do this. If I can. Set this to full screen and VSync on. There is some pretty nasty tearing, especially since the game is not hitting 60 frames per second. Oh, okay, that is better. It dipped for a second and looked much worse, but now it seems to have kinda evened out. Living the small rural town of Episogauca. Before the war, the town was lively due to an influx of people coming for the coal mines and a dam construction going on in the northern mountains. After the dam construction finished, the coal mine closed down. It just became a sad little town. Grand Iron Bridge that connects the town to nearby city is the only reminder of the sorry town's former glory. There's not a single extraordinary thing about me, except maybe being tall for a girl for my age. Used to be in the track and field club, which is probably why I'm better at sports than most girls. I guess I got used to running around a lot when I was a kid, since I preferred playing with boys. I had to choose one word to describe her, it would be pitiful. The one who bears the brunt of my father's violent moods and malicious abuse. When I was younger, she used to protect me from him, so I didn't hate her back then. Maybe I do hate her now. Even as my father screams in her face, throws balls at her, and sends her out for alcohol late at night, she remains ever loyal to him. I just will not accept her way of life. Dad. When I first learned of the term patriarchal husband, and that it meant a man who does nothing but boss his wife around, he was the first person to come to mind. Dad barely talks, he ignores me when I tell him good morning, but if I say nothing, he gets angry instead. And once he's angry, he just explodes. He loses all control over his emotions in the blink of an eye. He yells at Mom, throws strings around, and even hits us. Junko. My older sister, she's one of the prettiest and kindest people I know, and there's nothing she can't do. I can rely on her for anything. Honestly, she's the greatest sister anyone could ask for. She's always been there for me ever since the day I was born until she left to get married. Okay. Well, I know everything. I have a map. Okay. Kano.
絶対に呪いよ。あんなひどい死に方あるわけないもの。私なら絶対に嫌。そんな家。噂をすればなんとやらだよ。
裏切り者。サクコ。どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。
車が道を塞いでてさ。
千鶴や？
今は誰かと喋りたくて。
私も後から行くね。
うん。じゃあね。
裏切り者。
More about me? Oh god, there's gonna be a lot of text, isn't it? I can be quite stubborn at times. Don't like accepting things that other people decide for me, even if it's the right thing to do. More than once I rebelled and made the wrong decision only to regret it later. I'd act like that in public. Why does everyone else only get to see his quiet, calm side? Meant that I wouldn't have to spend another second with him in that house. I'd happily let myself be taken. Sakuko. One of my friends, she's always got her head up in the clouds and is a little strange. She's constantly trying to worm her way out of paying me back for the 500 yen I lent her that one time. Her father is the head priest of the Senzuki shrine in town. He seems to take great pride in donning the traditional Miko robes and selling charms during New Year celebration. Frame rate has some serious dips. Oof. Oof. Might have to lower the settings. I'm not sure if that was like a load zone I walked through that caused the stuttering or what. Name is Suzutani Miami. Last seen wearing white blouse, long navy skirt, beige neckerchief with black polka dots. Those were disappearance. Nobody knows. Yeah, now it's fine. Is this by any chance an Unreal Engine game? Ooh. My best friend since forever is my partner. We've been having play dates for as long as I can remember. When we played Make-Believe Space Wars, we'd call each other partner. For some reason, it kind of just stuck. Kids of the Showa era tend to look down on the other sex, but never shoo. When I rebelled against my parents because they told me to act like a girl, he was the one who understood my feelings the most and stood by me. It is? Okay, well, that stuttering is never gonna end then.
Yo, 相棒。
シュウ。
あのさ。
うん。なんか言ってよ。
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
お前らしいや。受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
シュウ。
シュウくん、お待たせ。
ひなこもいたんだ。リンコ。何の話をしてたの？いや、大した話は。
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
気が紛れたよ。
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。会えると分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ、貸したままでいいよ。リンコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。
んだとこんちくしょう。笑いすぎだよ。咲子だってひな子から何か借りてるんじゃないの？
私なんかあったかな。ねえひな子、じゃあ私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね。
咲子利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？
言ってないよ。証文あんなら出してみろ。
いいこと聞いた。これからは咲子に貸すとき消しゴムであっても証文書かせるから。
そんな意地悪言わないでよ。
昨日のラジオ聞いた？聞いた。でも途中で寝ちゃった。
裏切りも
Oh? I don't actually have to press the button to run. Now I do. Okay. Shit happens. What the fuck?
しっかりお姉ちゃん
Am I running slower now that I've taken damage? Not from Shu. Hey partner, these painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your nasty headaches is from your unconsciously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? If you ever need to talk about anything, just call my name and I'll be there. Red capsule. Relieves pain and raises spirits. Slightly restores health and current max sanity.
助かった。みんな絶対無事でいてくれよ。
How does this work? Okay, I guess I just have like 8 slots. That's the left side and that's the right side. Okay. makes enough sense as a system. Just surprised by how many slots you have. Like my sister Junko was always the golden child, I've been a handful ever since I was little. My parents told me that I never listened to a single word they said. I'd make my mom cry and my dad furious. Junko was always there for me. She understood me. She looked out for me. That's why I love my sister and have always done what she's asked of me, or at least I tried. She would smooth things out between me and my parents, which made life in the house a little more bearable. That is, until she got married, of course. With Rinko. One of my friends, she's really put together, but can be a little inflexible in how she does things sometimes. When she set her mind to something, that's it. And recently, that something seems to be clothes fashion and other womanly pursuits. Rinko once confessed to me that she had a crush on Shu. I told her that I was all for it, but she can't get used to the idea of rolling around in the dirt and catching insects for fun. She might have a tough time. Izuria General Store. Might have started as a general store, but we've come to call it the candy store because half of what it sells is just snacks and toys. It's where all the kids hang out. My friends and I also meet up there, though we usually just sit outside and chat. This map. Collectibles. Combat. Try not to die. Equipment. Yeah. What is this? Benches coated with ointment of bleeding applications installed in local schools. Greatly restores health. Okay. Or maybe I should actually look at the map. I mean, yeah, this is more in the correct direction. So how about we check this corner first? %. Was there a number somewhere? Or are you looking at the timer?
Rinko?
Hours, you'd say. Plus, new game plus. We won't worry about that yet. E to evade. You judge just before the enemy attacks lands. You'll perform perfect dodge and recover stamina. Oh wow, that is a very quick dodge. And that is a very slow attack. Is this pause the game? That's not. Oh, that's not how you do that. Fleeing. The key to survival is knowing when to stand your ground and fight and when to run. Escape from combat by getting out of the enemy's sight. I'm familiar with that concept. Okay, the movement is a little clunky. It is a modern game for sure. Can I get a radio? That would be pretty Silent Hill. Yokan. Jelly-like dessert filled with red bean paste. A bite-sized delight. Greatly restores health, can also be used as an offering. It is an offering. Enshrining objects within the Hokora will allow you to receive faith. Using faith, you can draw for Omamori. Trade receive various benefits using a blank Emma. Clear mind to recover sanity. These things mean so much to me at that point. If you've chosen story as your action level, then you can recover both your health and sanity without using faith by visiting Hokora. Only matters, yeah. Can I climb up there? I can. It was lit up, so I assumed it was a path. Heading quite far in the wrong direction, but it is what it is. More red capsules. Turning into Max Payne. Lead drug addict. bloody key. Yes, I figured out examining objects. Thank you. Attacking, dodging, or running while in combat will deplete your stamina. Run out of stamina, you'll be out of breath. E to evade attacks. You use B in the middle of your dodge, you can perform 2 in a row at a greater cost to your stamina. Okay. Hogtown. A monster that appears to be lumps of flesh stitched together. It approaches with an unsettling smile when it catches the sight of me. It's covered all over with sickening wounds. I wonder if it wants to hurt me the same way that it was hurt. Yeah, get my shoes on. Not a good guest. Can I close doors? Is an important question. I can't. Key doesn't fit. Well, shit. How's my health? Just keep popping these pills. Oh, nice jump. I think I might be approaching a dead end. Can I jump over this? No? Can I jump down? No? Did I miss something? No? Can I zoom in? Yes. Oh, all the way back there. I'm really taking a long route, huh? Antique-com. Small hairbrush specifically made to be used in religious ceremonies. A type of offering yields a great deal of faith when enshrined. Some offerings not only require health and sanity, but also can be exchanged for faith. Use faith as a core to fully restore your sanity. If you have chosen story as your action difficulty level, then you can recover both health and sanity without using faith by... Okay. Use faith. You have to receive as a core to obtain Omamori. These are all words. Okay. I have played Neo before for a couple of hours. I wasn't very into it. Right bumper for light attack. Right trigger for heavy attack. X to lock on. Okay, so it's Dark Souls. I immediately pressed the wrong button to attack. Music is very interesting. Counters. Then an enemy attacks will leave them vulnerable for counterattacks. A visual hint will appear when it's possible to counterattack. Visual hint indicating that counter is possible will be visible longer when you are using left trigger to focus. If no visual hint is shown during an enemy's attack, that attack cannot be countered. Additionally, hints will not appear while Hinako is attacking or dodging, so keep close eye on enemy's movements. Was that not it? That's not the counter indicator? I didn't read all of that. Sanity depletes when taking damage and using focus. Wait, was it right trigger to counter? Yeah, either way. Yeah, this is very difficult to do mid-combat, by the way, or while running. Really need some finger dexterity to... I'm holding the left stick, then also holding the left D-pad. Well, you can imagine that that is not the easiest input. Oh, it was trigger. When you want to use an item, you must first go to equipment and... Da-da. Okay, or use the shortcuts. Omamori contain a multitude of abilities, and you can equip as many as you have slots available. While not in combat, use that. Equip Omamori. Can be obtained by drawing them from Hokora. In addition, special Omamori can be found as you progress. You can increase the number of Omamori you can equip by praying at Hokora. Nothing? Restores equipped weapons durability. Use toolkits to repair weapons and restore their durability. Toolkits can be added to blah blah blah. Once a weapon's durability has been exhausted, the weapon will break and disappear. Toolkits can be used to restore weapons durability. Yeah.
この野郎
シュウどこにいる
Ramuna. Best-selling soft drink in town. Packs a fizzy, refreshing punch that wakes you up with one sip. Restores max sanity. So an offering. Yeah, you can use duct tape to fix anything. Not to mention, that toolkit had like a wrench in it. You can fix a pipe with that. Okay. My god, the heal is quite the ordeal. Was that the counter? I guess so. And I'm gonna guess that the moon left of my health bar is my weapon's durability. I'm also gonna guess that since I'm playing on story difficulty, I don't really have to worry about the weapon durability too much. Restore your sanity. There. Wait, there would have been 4 more enemies on hard? I am very glad I'm not playing on hard. That just seems like something that would go against Silent Hill or any horror game. Okay, can I draw an Omamori? Decrease enemy line of sight. Sure. How do I equip that? Oh, that's not what I pressed. Oh, I go that menu? Okay. Sanity is linked to the use of focus and psychological attacks from enemies. When not in a state of focus for some time, your sanity will recover to your current maximum. If you are attacked while using focus, or use focus attack, your maximum sanity decreases. So, okay, sanity is the flowers. Taking psychological damage will cause your sanity to decrease. Once you have no sanity left, your health will take damage instead. You can use items such as Ramuna to restore your max sanity. If you have chosen story, then you can recover both health and sanity without using Fae. So, Okora is a bonfire. Excuse the Dark Souls terminology. No, it's not a bonfire because it doesn't heal my health. But story in journal is difficult, that's why I went with hard. Understandable. So I would have definitely done the same mistake had I started this on day one. Or maybe I wouldn't, since I had just played Silent Hill 4 and set it to easy, because fuck the combat in that game. Hello? That's not the button. That's not the button. Targeted the wrong enemy. Oh boy. Okay, counters seem pretty effective. He fights better than James. James isn't even close to the worst fighter in the series. I'd say Henry is definitely the worst one.
れは
Thy restless heart betrays thee as unfit for this auspicious day. Thou must first pay respect to the gods and the spirits of thine ancestors. A restless heart leads to a corrupt soul. Only through sufficient offerings laid upon many stands may thy soul be cleansed. In English? Well, I guess the fact that it's a puzzle is a translation. Why to switch the weapon you are using? Attacking enemies decreases the weapon's durability. Toolkits are used to fix them. I can't do that right now. Okay, does this just know that I want to see this exact note when I'm looking at the puzzle? That would be very nice. Examine. Is a good thing to do, I assume. Yes. I think, are these just in order? No, no, that's definitely there. Didn't even see that while I was zoomed in. Are you saying, ah, fuck, the puzzles are actually good on hard?
おはよう。悪い夢にうなされていたかな。
悪い夢。
怪我はないか。怪我をするようなことは私がする。君は体を大事にしなさい。
ありがとう。
それでは行こうか、ひなこ。
どこ？
どうした？こっちだ。
Well, we lost all the sanity, so I won't question this.
誰なの？
足元に注意しなさい。ゆっくりで構わないとも。
I don't...
さあ、
Or maybe was that like a hard difficulty puzzle on Silent Hill 3? Because I don't remember that. I know there was... I know what puzzle you mean, but I don't remember it to that extent. Yeah, I figured I would play on medium, having played the previous Silent Hills.
「来なさい」「こっちだ」
Kaiken. Beautiful dagger used for ceremonial purposes. The blade has been intentionally dulled so it doesn't make the best weapon. However, it does seem surprisingly durable. Ah. Oh, so the torch is a weapon, technically. Can't you swing it as a weapon, but technically.
向こう側から鍵が
Locked from the other side. I can see where the alleged Dark Souls similarities are coming from.
ここは何の神社？
君のために鍵を用意した。案内しよう。
Fox mask. Mysterious man who wears a fox mask. He never takes stuff, so I feel I have yet to see his true self. He has such a refined air about him. I think he must come from a very well-off family. For whatever reason, he seems to know me well and treats me kindly. He's almost like a prince from a fairy tale. In fact, this whole situation is like a story from a book. Who are you, and why are you leading me down this path? Hey, puppy. Something... Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Of course it's a ball. It's a dog.
あの人についていこう。
こっちだ、ひなこ。
scrap of paper. Mom, Dad, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I never made it I never made it up to you for being such a horrible daughter. I didn't deserve to have you as my parents. I guess I'm getting what I deserve.
なんかこれに似た絵を見かけたような。
Okay. Thank you, Rikuso. Divine water. Fresh mountain water. It's said those who drink this water will be blessed by the gods. Fully restores current max sanity and reduces sanity damage taken for a set time. Also an offering.
Eh? なんでここに?
Lightning cast down from heaven split asunder the decayed tree. From the earth grows Gutsu, the prophet of eternal prosperity. You are aggressive, my dude. Celluloid doll. It looks like a doll that I had when I was young. I don't have mine anymore, but there was a time when I felt like a friend. It felt like a friend to me. In my opinion, a doll is a toy for girls. Because of this, I always felt like my doll was telling me that I should act more like a girl when I was playing with it. One day I was told by a girl that I couldn't play house with the other girls because I also hung out with the boys. From that day on, I didn't want to play with the girls anymore, and so I threw the doll away. Alright, there's a lot of these. There's a lot of repeats. Ah, just the right side of the page means something. Lightning cast down from heavens. There's lightning. Also lightning, but it's coming from heaven, so I assume top row. I assume below it there might be a tree. Yet such a thing does not exist. Whoops. Prophet of Charity. Let's take a look at this.
多分これだ。
Okay.
他の絵も探さないと。
How's the game so far? Seems okay. I mean, very early on. Did that guy respawn on its own, or because I proceeded with the puzzle? I'm gonna fuck him up either way. That's not the fuck him up button. So I can't interact with these for some reason. Is it because I'm kind of in combat still? Or is it because I found what I needed? I thought I would still be looking at these. Maybe not. Kudzu tea. Slightly thick drink made by dissolving kudzu powder in water. In this region, ginger and freshly pressed juice are added to enrich the flavor. Freeze it before drinking. Whatever kudzu is, appears to be edible. Dried carcass. Animal carcass that has been properly packaged as an offering. It gives a vague odor.
でもお供え物だったよね。
So what am I looking for? Decayed tree and kudzu? Whatever kudzu is. Just looking at these spawn enemies, that would make some sense. Stained letter. For those who have yet to abandon hope, I have hidden the Omamori that protects against evil behind the Emma at. I can attest to its efficiency, or sorry, efficacy. However, no power is absolute. You must remain vigilant. This heirloom belonged to my grandmother, and now I pass it on to you. I do not think I have use for it. I assume this is Kudzu. I hear an enemy. Oh, okay. Well, you can chill there. Seems I'm really just looking for the unique things. There's a tree that is split. Combination lock dial.
よし。じゃあお前を試そう。
And I assume this saves... Yeah, alright. So what is this? Oh, that I don't think I'll make it home. I just wish I could see you one last time. And the enemy does pause when I read. Very good. Derp. Now let's go past the save point. Do you respawn? I assume you do because your body isn't disappearing. Nor does it have physics. Why not? Oh, you need 400 now? Well, fuck. I still haven't equipped the previous one. Increase max stamina. Ah, that's good. Oh, I only have one slot, huh? Max stamina or enemy line of sight. Well, I'm not gonna play this as a stealth game. Sorry to disappoint everybody. Because I don't expect it to be very viable. Oh, save all the time. Two lines, cross, and square with T. Was it in that direction? Yeah.
あの人はいない。
Stone key.
受け取ってもらえて嬉しい。淡雪の紅玉より削り出して作った君のための鍵だ。
私のために。
その鍵を稲荷像に。
Don't trust the fox mask. Can I just fuck that thing up? Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck's sake. I couldn't counter because I had the lantern. Oh, that's not counterable. Oh, what? To the right? Yes. Yeah, that enemy does kind of remind me of Sekiro. I was about to say that previously. Not least because of the weak long combo. But there's some sort of effect going on that prevents me from attacking. Like that. I don't know what that is and when that happens. Must be some sanity drain thing. Again, right at the wrong time. Ah, come on. I would love to heal, but it's so difficult to heal mid-combat. Take some actual finger dexterity to do that. Even more. I just ignore you.
先ほどの扉は客人を招くためのものだ。だがこちらの扉は聖域へ入ることを許された者にしか開かれない。
私は入っていいの？
もちろんだとも。君を招くために今日がある。まだ少し歩かねばならないが、しばし休もうか。
大丈夫です。
疲れたらすぐに言いなさい。では行こうか。
Combo would be fun to parry in Sekiro, yeah. New combat just to make the game less scary. I mean, kinda. I think at the moment what's definitely making it less scary is that there's no resources whatsoever. I mean, sure, I guess healing items, but like... Well, I guess that also falls under combat, that I can just not take damage pretty easily if I just don't suck. It's not like I have ammo to worry about. At least not with that knife. I'm playing on the default difficulty, which is called Story, and puzzles are on the default, which is called Hard.
まだ生きてる。
サクコは無事だよな。一体どうなってんだ。街から誰もいなくなってる。これは悪い夢なのか。
どこに行っても化け物しかいない。悪夢以外の何者でもないな。
だとしても幸運だったよ。この世界に残ったのが2人だとして、そのもう一人がお前で嬉しいよ、相棒。
え、リンコは？
俺はあいつに話があるって言われただけで別にその。
リンコは無事なのか？一緒に逃げたんじゃないのか？
悪い。俺も混乱してたみたいだ。あの時はみんなバラバラに逃げた。俺もリンコの姿は見てない。
こんな状況でリンコはどこへ？
自分の家か。行ってみようぜ、相棒。
That's what I thought. We can't team up with anyone this early in the game.
どうした？早く来ないと置いてくぜ。
Or can we? He's gonna disappear. Yes.
よし。
Shoes always had vast knowledge of plants and flowers, so his nickname came to be Professor Horticulture. He has so many aspirations for his future. He wants to be a gardener, herbalist, Matsutake farmer, and a member of the Space Army. Hugh comes from a long line of pharmacists, with his grandmother still working as one. Following the war, a town doctor was finally able to open an actual practice. Before that, the Iwais were said to have been the stand-in doctors. As Shu was grandma's boy, he spent a lot of time learning about various types of plants, flowers, and medicinal herbs that seemed to have sparked his interest in medicine, which eventually led to him learning first aid. It seems that he was interested in learning first aid because of his family lineage as pharmacists, and to fulfill his duty of being a member of the Space Army. Dark Shrine. A monster restrained by chains and shackles. I wonder if it was imprisoned and tortured. It seems to be searching for me by sound rather than sight. Should be mindful of my footsteps. Oh, well, okay.
しないと。とにかくリンコを見つけなきゃ。サクコ。ごめん。もう行かなきゃ。
This pipe is donezo. Still hanging on to it. I'll get the last hit.
武器が壊れそうだ。
Ah, it actually does look different when it's in poor shape. When using focus with left trigger, your sanity will slowly deplete while your gauge fills up. What gauge? Your max sanity will be decreased if you are attacked while using focus in action difficulty modes other than the story. Okay. Once your focus gauge is full, use RB to perform a focus attack. Your current max sanity will decrease, but you will unleash a devastating attack that varies with each weapon. You can use items such as Ramuna and Divine Weather, blah blah blah. Choose Clear Mind to restore your current sanity if you have chosen. Why doesn't it just say, like... I feel like these tutorials would be different depending on whether you're playing on story or some other difficulty. It's good that it also explains that if you have chosen story, this is how it works, but it should be like default. Like, this is how it works, assuming story, and then, as a side note, if you're not playing on a story, this is how it works. Also nice to know how it would work had you chosen a different difficulty, and you can then, I don't know, can you do you have to restart, or can you just switch at any point? But yeah. The other one sounds more like your thing. Okay. Oh, that drains a lot of sanity. Miss! That did the thing. First aid kit. Fully restores health. Where am I going? Rinko's house? Where does Rinko live? Oh. It's a long walk. Also, nice touch that they seem to add key items on the map like that. Sickle. Easy to use, but I have some so bad
これで
durability.
戦える。
Oh yeah, you'd get lost, I know.
シュウいるか？
なんだ相棒。
今のこの状況、いつまでも銃戦総合校していたい。私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。
だったら互いの頬をつねり合ってみるか。
いや、自分の方法くらい自分でつねれる。
残念だが夢じゃないみたいだな。
I'm no bully, I've just seen Chaos navigate places. Space Wars! This is a game that Shu and I played together when we were kids. Basically, aliens known as the Galactic Imperium would arrive in UFOs in droves and we would fight them to protect the town. Playmates would come and go, we called them new recruits and fallen ones respectively. And in the end, Shu and I were the only ones left standing to combat the Galactic Imperium. There! That was a bit rude. Grabbed by enemies. You will not be able to free yourself from an enemy's grasp if they successfully grab you. That's rude. When grabbed by an enemy, your health and sanity will drop significantly. Be sure to stay aware of your surroundings. If you're in a story, being grabbed does not go sanity. Is a stun lock? No. Oh, I mean, did the thing.
先生、いますか？
Not sure why I would go up here, but I'm gonna go there. Maybe I'll find a new weapon. Again, invading someone's home. Hmm. So hoping I could grab the frying pan as a weapon. Curare. Small crispy rice cracker. Never boring to eat. This is a strange system. Drawer key. I feel like that might have some effect on sanity. Did you really have, or did I really have snacks in Metal Gear Solid? Oh, enemy's gone. Spooky. Local doctor's note. Or Silent Hill 4. Even now, the trust given to the long-standing physicians of the EY family is unshakably strong. When I spoke to the eldest working member of the family at Gathering, I was astonished by their outstanding bounty of knowledge. Though as they discussed the details of their practices with me, I got the hint that they might still be using controlled substances in their treatment. However, I think it's best that I look the other way in this situation. While it is now illegal to produce the cloudy rice wine known as the Doburoku, people across Japan were once free to make it as they needed. Perhaps operating within the gray area of the legislation between traditional and modern medicine has always been the role of local physicians here. Snakes or snakes? Yeah. Is it you? Am I gonna get grabbed immediately? Autopsy report. Undetermined cause of death. Case number 9. Body was astonishingly malnourished, and the calvarium had split open like it had burst from the inside. The cranial bones had been hollowed out and filled with insect eggs, later identified as belonging to various species including locusts, grasshoppers, and crickets. No evidence to suggest they were put there by human hand. To be planted by insects naturally, highly unusual behavior considering the current harsh winter temperatures. Yet another corpse to come through with an inexplicable DOT. At least this one was easier to stomach than case 8. All bodies with unexplainable causes of death are kept secret and swiftly handed over to the police department. In turn, the police department immediately disposes of such bodies without so much as a customary glance. Additional notes. This man was suspected of blaspheming against religious doctrine. He seemed to bear some kind of grudge against the Inari faith. It's always the same with these strange corpses. After all, there can only be one outcome for not paying reverence for Inari's son. This is max health. That ain't bad. Sounds better than what I have now. There you are. Oh, I can only exit through that window, huh? I assume it's still good to kind of pick your battles. Even on this difficulty. Like, not unnecessarily attack random enemies. Oh, that was just very, very long-winded attack. Yeah, the pipes are not that durable. It's not a nice sound.
何？ この先にある咲子んとこの神社。よく行ったな。
Sennensuki Shrine Flyer. Let's hold a Jinhinzai. Whether you're building a house or pulling it down, digging a well or filling one up, it's all done upon Inarizama's land. We should show our gratitude to Inarizama by holding a Jinzinzai. Holding a Jinzinzai is especially important for wells, lest we forget the ancient tale of a poisonous water dragon that once wreaked havoc until Inarizama finally sealed it deep underground. Digging a new well is just like opening up an air hole for that terrible dragon. And if we're not careful, we risk facing its wrath once more. That's why we must have a Jinzinzai. Exclusive price for first-time customers. Special deals for requests or unlucky calendar days. Call for free consultation now. Fuck is... Okay, never mind. I don't know about Jinzinzai, just Sennensuki. Hello, a little shrine situated on the outskirts of town. The name Sennensuki Shrine sure sounds fancy, but that's all that it has going for it. Even though Ebisugaga is full of elderly believers, this shrine rarely gets any visitors. They instead go to what's closest to them, and that's an Inari statue. Sakako's family serves the shrine, including fulfilling the role of head priest. Sakako is quite proud of this fact, but I don't know if the same could be said about her parents. Is focusing actually worth it? Maybe against like bosses or something. The journal updated. I remember what Sakuko once said. The Tennotoki Shrine didn't used to be the small shrine that we know. The real shrine was situated on the mountain, and it was much more impressive than it is now. Long ago, there was an actual 1,000-year leader that was worshipped as a divine vessel. Unfortunately, it was struck by lightning and burned to ash. Upon losing its divine vessel, the shrine was abandoned and became the small shrine it is present day. Wait, that's not where I'm going, is it? Cannot hold more items? What the shit? Now you tell me. I see where we're going. We're going down the the path that is bloody. That makes sense. And towards that sound. Or not?
おい相棒、リンコの家はそっちじゃないぜ。
ごめん、ぼんやりしてた。
ここ、サクコの家の神社だよな。
うん。
あんまり思い詰めるな。急いでリンコを探そう。
そうだな。行こう。
I take it that's a whole completely skippable cutscene. Or missable cutscene. Maybe I'm following the scarecrows? Oh, it does that easily, huh? My pipe is in pretty poor condition, though. Oh, what the... Okay. I thought the grubs would be like a surprise attack if they managed to flank me somehow. That enemy seemed tougher than the previous one. It was also red.
新しい武器を見つけなきゃ。
Full paper cutout. The legend of Ibisugaka's monster, Ayakakashi. Long ago, there was a sighting of a scarecrow monster known as Ayakakashi here in Ebisugaoka. It appeared one sweltering summer day deep within the crop fields, dancing a most peculiar of dances, like a ripple of hot air. People warned not to let one's gaze settle for too long upon its bizarre figure or try to get close to Ayakakashi, for it will chase any who do to the ends of the earth before taking their life. Okay. I was hoping to find a weapon here, but thank you for the advice. Oh, fuck's sake. How's my health situation? Could be better. How do I, fuck. I only have one of these, let's use it. Oh god. Oh, for fuck's sake. How do I repair my weapon? How do I repair my weapon? Oh, I thought it would repair it to full, but not quite. Chocolate? Oh, man. Oh, man. I can't even have it where I am. I have to throw something out before I can eat the chocolate. And I need to find a shrine before I can get rid of some of my stuff. And this doesn't look like a shrine.
この気持ち悪いのには触るなよ。毒があるかもしれない。右の庭から回ってこっちに来い。
Can I have a shrine? Or whatever they were called. It doesn't stack? Oh, for fuck's sake! At least these stack. That's why they're worth keeping. It's locked, right? Yes. Toolkit stack, that's good. Faster. We're in it. Okay. Did I press the wrong button? Well, now I definitely pressed the wrong button. What? Okay. Uh-huh. This is a bad idea, isn't it? No, it was a great idea. What? How did... Storehouse key.
よし。
きなこ蔵の窓だ急げ大丈夫か
なんとかな。
よかった純子さんに頼まれたんだ何があってもお前を守れってな
お姉ちゃんが？
ずいぶん前の話さ
Yeah, that enemy was way more difficult to dodge than the previous ones.
行こう。
Which you know. Fair enough, it was clearly some form of boss. A giant repulsive lump of flesh that is filled to the brim with maniacal anger. It howls awfully as it swings its large knife in any which direction. Its unfettered anger is no different from that of a wild animal. No, it's far worse than that. Did use up a lot of pills there. Okay, I can get rid of some of my stuff now. Finally. Just get rid of everything. Yeah, that was a decent little boss fight. Using a card to upgrade Hinako's ability. Fully restores stamina and prevents stamina consumption for a set period of time. Or an offering. I'm probably just gonna use that as an offering. In fact, I'm probably gonna do that right now. You can use a blank Emma and Faith to pray at Hokora and increase your max health, stamina, and sanity. You can also increase the number of Omamori you can equip at the same time. First, let's get rid of the Higashi. I'll hang on to this because it stacks, greatly restores health, and I already have 4. Therefore, it seems like a useful thing to have. Oh, this also takes faith, huh? Gotcha.
ここで遊んだのいつの頃だっけな。
懐かしいね、ここ。幼い頃この辺りで迷ってワンワン泣いた記憶がある。
お前が泣くとこが想像できないぜ。
もうずいぶん長いこと泣いた記憶がない。
お前は何でも我慢して心に溜め込む悪い癖があるからな。春にはメダカやオタマジャクシ捕まえたっけ。水が気持ちよかったな。ほら。田んぼで遊んで泥だらけになって怒られたこともあったっけ。
こんな状況なのに懐かしい思い出ばかり思い出す。
今ではどれも懐かしいな。辛くなったらいつでも泣けよ。俺が絶対に相談に乗ってやるからな。
ありがとう、相棒。
よし、行こうぜ。霧が深いな。リンコのやつ無事だといいんだが。
相棒？
Like fighting the scarecrow thing now. Getting lost. There was this one time where I played hide and seek with a bunch of my friends when I was young. I got so excited and ran far away because I didn't want anyone to find me and eventually got lost around here. I was sobbing and hollering and walked the wrong way for hours. Actually, I was told later that it was the exact opposite direction of my house. Even a town as small as this felt huge for me as a kid. I realized that I knew nothing about the town. Even these fields seemed to spread out endlessly into the horizon. Escape. Unknown area. Oh, there's something over there. Ah. How about we go the other way? No, we don't. Even happening. Oh, there we go.
またここに。
Mysterious note. The field that's all misty is really scary. I keep thinking someone's there, but it's always just a scarecrow with a creepy face. But there's one scarecrow that's not actually scary. The only reason it's making a scary face is because it's got a thorn sticking into it and it's hurt. So all you have to do is take the thorn out and it'll tell you which way to go. But don't get close to the real scary scarecrows. Someone said there's a monster who's only pretending to be a scarecrow that likes eating little kids.
トゲを抜いてってどういう意味？
Yeah, it's so far pretty good. This has a thorn in its side. If you can call that a thorn. I can't move the camera all the way back there. That might be a sickle, but still. Looks painful. I imagine it would appreciate me removing it. Can you even imagine how I feel? I'll put on my polite smile for now. There's somebody else here. That's not an actual scarecrow in the distance, is it? Ah, that's clever. Still not really sure what I'm looking for. Am I actually looking for a thorn? You don't have a sickle. That it? That is not it. That is not it. Okay, I'm assuming it is the one I was originally looking at. This one. Now I just know how I'm supposed to interact with it. No? Really? A lot of them seem to have polite smiles. This one? It's okay, you don't have to be afraid anymore. Can you even imagine how I feel? What it's like to have been deceived by you for so long? Calculate. Which one of you is being deceived? This one has been backstabbed. That's what I said to you when I saw you so scared. Can you even imagine how I feel? He never once looked at me the way he looked at you. Not once. No one's looking at this one. All of the other ones are looking at something, some of the other ones. I wonder why I called you over. Wait, before we go. Oh, fuck. Fuck off. I was gonna grab some supplies in case there were any, but never mind. I can live without that. Uh.
ここさっきも通った。
What? I solved this. Is my direction just off? There we go. Can you even imagine how I feel? You've always been such an eyesore. An eyesore.
これが壊れたらどうする？
Now I don't know which one it would be. This? This one's looking at the ground, the rest are looking at each other. So I should do this. Before this inevitable mistake. It's either this or the boy on the left. You? Nobody's looking at you. Nope. Then I don't know. You have a weird face, I guess. I'm just gonna go through all of them. Still alive, huh? There we go. You? I'm running out of options here. They're respawning because I'm running out of options. You? It was the last one. I could have just lied to you, told you any which way. Not sure what the logic behind this one was. Can you even imagine how I feel? You hurt me and even hurt him too. Do you know how it feels to force a smile when I'm staring at the disgusting face of yours? Calm down. Where are you? Can't actually tell where the sound is coming from. That is quite messed up. You. Guess there might be multiple. There most definitely are multiple. Yeah. Busted! I'm guessing it's... No. What was the clue exactly? Where's the smile when I'm staring at the disgusting face of yours? Yes, yeah, you're not looking at her face. But you might be the closest one to looking at someone's face. And you have been backstabbed. Nope. Maybe it's actually her. And that mask in the back is pretending to smile. Yeah, she doesn't look happy on the front. What am I looking for?
まずいな。武器が壊れそうだ。
I don't get it. You are also looking at my two main suspects? Nope. It's kinda losing the atmosphere pretty quickly. I'm just guessing at this point. hint was, "You hurt me and even hurt him too. You know how it feels to force a smile when I'm staring at that disgusting face of yours." Like, they're not really facing each other. Like, any of them. These two are the closest to that. I don't know. Yeah, this was my next guess. I don't know what the logic is, but... Okay, I don't know what the logic is.
Oi! Hinako!
あれさっきのは
早く来いよ
I walk this path every time I go to Rinko's, but to be honest, to this day I'm still scared that I might get lost. I mean, I've been told that I should probably just ask an adult for directions if I get lost, but then I remember that one time when I walked on the footpath on the rice fields for fun and got smacked by an old farmer all of a sudden. Trauma from that experience made me scared of adults back then, and even to this day. A moving scarecrow, or at least a monster that pretends to be a scarecrow. It's dressed in old clothes and looks like a crucified corpse from far away. Contrary to its name, it scares more kids off than crows. Yeah, like... No, I don't really quite see how that logic applies. There's somebody over there. In the fog. I guess the point is that I can go to any direction and meet up with them. But yeah, it's like... The logical next step for why I would have chosen the one facing down is because it was facing in a unique, interesting direction compared to the rest. But I was expecting there to be some kind of dynamic between like three people. One of whom is looking at another and smiling. And since they have often a mask in the back of the head as well, like maybe that would play into it, and on the other side they're smiling and on the other one they're angry. That would have made sense to me. That's what I was looking for. I'm gonna go this way because... What the fuck is this? Who the fuck is that? No, I think that was very, very basic logic that I was trying to apply there. I still don't know what the logic behind the one facing down could possibly be.
Hinako!
リンコは
読んでみよう。リンコ！俺だ！シュウだ！いるなら返事してくれ。
シュウ君来てくれたんだ。あ、ひなこも無事でよかった。
怪我はないか？家族は？
私は大丈夫。でも誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし、何が何だかわからないよ。 ないい子がどうして。
これ以上ここにとどまるのは危険だ。町を出た方がいい。
町を出るって、お父さんやお母さんは、みんなは。
助けを呼ぶためにも今は行動を急いだ方がいいかもしれない。
みんなを見捨てるわけじゃない。助けるためにも一度脱出する必要があるんだ。
でも町を出るって言ってもあれじゃ無理だよ。
無理ってどういう意味だ？
そっちの窓から鉄橋が見えるよ。霧が濃くなければ。
嘘だろ。
鉄橋が。
A tiny bridge.
どうしよう。
You could jump. You could jump.
東の鉄橋がダメなら西の県道を目指そう。
柊の家の裏山を抜けるのか？
あの山越えられるの？
わさび田への道がある。うちだけの抜け道だ。リンコ、念のため薬や絆創膏を持っていきたい。
台所に救急箱あるよ。取ってくるね。
あ、私も一緒に行こう。手伝う。
相棒が一緒なら安心だ。
台所どこだっけ？
Inefficient warning.
私一体。
Corridors. Big place.
いた。もう少し待っててくれてもいいのに。
Also, that moment right there just reminded me of why I'm unsure if I prefer Japanese as the spoken language. Because I was focusing on looking at things and then I saw a new objective, and only after I had looked at whatever was in front of me and the objective, I looked at the subtitle and I almost missed what was being said.
誰？
It's don't think it's the ideal language option. For gameplay sections.
早く行かなきゃ。
Oh, I thought there was a save point. Mrs. Scrolls. Wonder what that pretty little thing's chirps will sound like when I tear off that mask of hers. The girl before last was an exquisite specimen. I can barely contain myself every time I think about her. Thing of real interest. Missing something. Who is it? Type of offering.
こんなとこに置いとくなんて。
I haven't gotten a new key, right? My inventory is once again full. No, it isn't. There's one more slot. I think it would be fantastic if they were, if they somehow managed to fit in all of these items at once. But apparently impossible. Only room for 7. No way we can fit 8. Also, oh. He's only stacked up to 3. Shit. Where am I going? Looks like I've been everywhere. I'll just backtrack until the enemy attacks. Maybe the missing object is here. I couldn't interact with it before. No? Yeah, I want to try Kuon because from what I've heard, It's like a From Software horror game. And gameplay-wise, it's closest to Lost Kingdoms. Which has my interest. I played Lost Kingdoms and I liked it. $1,500 for a single slot. Holy shit. But yeah, Lost Kingdoms is pretty cool. Honestly, a bit debatable whether I would recommend it, but I like it. Absolutely admitting that it's part nostalgia. Hinako is mine. Her fingers, her lips, every last drop of blood that can be squeezed from her is mine. I forbid anyone from laying so much as a finger on her. I shall say it until my throat is raw. Hinako is mine. Yeah, that's the one with the card battle system. Don't believe the fox's words. Stay away from the western room. Still didn't find a missing object, so that's a problem. Oh, there's a fox mask. It's a different sort of... No, maybe not a fox. Different mask either way. Really? Nothing? Other than the warning? Well, something is gonna happen when I walk out, right? It was closed before and I saw somebody go in here. Ah, okay. Interesting. Paintings. Or not. There's the missing item, I assume. Don't trust him. But yeah. Doesn't Kuon also have, like, maybe not a card battle system, but a similar system as Lost Kingdoms? We'll just go left, right, left. Wait, this is not it. No, it isn't. But we can save. Before something eats my head. Where was it? No, it was there. I was in the right room. Is something now gonna eat my head? Hell no. Naginata. Exquisitely crafted ornamental pole arm that is extremely sturdy and is able to be used as a weapon. Extremely sturdy, you say? Oh, sick dodge. I meant to do that. Yeah, I haven't seen like any of Kuon, but I'm interested. Fire's gone out. Okay. Escape from peril. A monster that possesses sharp blades for legs. Did someone sever both of its legs and replace them with such disturbing things so it couldn't go anywhere? Or was this creature brought into existence just so it could end up like this?
これ大事なものだと思うけど。すいません。お借りします。やっと着いた。ダメだ。開かない。
Okay, it's not that much more. More than halfway. What's up, Sakuko? Sakuko is very in touch with her spiritual side. She seems to always have some god or apparition visiting her dreams, telling her about this or that. According to Sakuko, there's been quite the supernatural disturbance around the Ebisugaoka. Something about an ancient god who's furious about having their followers stolen from them, and now they're out for revenge or whatnot. Is this how it ties into Silent Hill?
Sakuko?
It's a nice view. Reminds me of Fatal Frame. Very tactical of me. My current combat strategy is, what about heavy attack? And then follow it up with heavy attack.
Yes.
Oh, bastard. Oh, there's no room for a heavy attack here. Or, yes, there is.
チョコこんなところに。
Maid's note, February 15th. There can be no two ways about it. The family is indeed cursed, and I am the only one who knows the full story. I must tell the master all I know, for if I do not, the curse will certainly befall me as well. May the gods have mercy on me. From which direction am I gonna get flanked? The physician's log, February 1st. The symptoms at onset are as follows: headache, fever, vertigo, chills, vomiting, diarrhea. At first I believed signs pointed to a seasonal cold. However, after prescribing medicine, symptoms did not improve. In fact, they worsened. Constantly expecting to be flanked.
こっちこっちこっちだよひなこ。
サクコ？サクコなの？どこ？
Nice visual. The enemy walking over there in the distance. It's no Silent Hill 2 or 4. I think those had some of the best visuals. And I guess 3 also, which just didn't really stand out to me. Research notes on enemy Yugenroku. The wish to have one's romantic desires fulfilled is as old as humanity itself. Consequently, there have existed many arts by which people attempt to make such dreams come true. One such method was to employ a sorcerer known as Yugonshi, perform an incantation written in the enemy Yugenroku. After such spells were suspected of causing chaos and turmoil in the imperial court, their practice was expressly forbidden under the Yoro Code in the first year of the Tempio Hoji era, 757 AD. However, these incantations were later adopted into the practice of Onmyodo, where their effects continued to be studied. According to multiple sources, powerful romantic spells that have been successfully cast are often accompanied by the scent of sandalwood. Okay. Relevant? Question mark? No! I attacked first. Oh, please. I heal with something. I'm not a big fan of how the equipment works. It's a little clumsy to navigate. Especially since it automatically fills up things. Oh, it's... where is it? There. Yeah, I'll come for you later. Where am I heading? Does it matter? I can go this way. Oh, there you are. That's a problem. 2 at once, it might be a problem. And that's range. You're not allowed to have that. I almost tried to do like a Dark Souls jump attack input there. Come on! Oh, come on! And I guess that this whole area is actually completely linear.
サクコ、そっちにいるの？サクコ。
Stone orb. Seems to be made from the same material as the stone key that Fox Mask had given me. Maybe it serves a similar purpose. Yeah, I know the other dog had a ball in its mouth previously. That's a new type of enemy. Yeah. Definitely completely linear, as far as I can tell. The linearity has changed, though. Love my MGS Delta playthrough. I don't know. I generally don't like it when I'm streaming and being so salty all the time. Blessed hand mirror. When taking fail damage from normal attacks, this mirror will break instead. Not sanity and stamina will be fully restored.
きっと役に立つ。
Yeah, but I would rather be able to express those opinions without sounding like I'm constantly pissed. Wait, did I save? Memory of a goldfish. I did save. This looks like a Sekiro boss. Still looks like a Sekiro boss. Maybe a little more dead.
サクコ、どうして？裏切り者。一体どうしてあらがうの？
Okay, it doesn't seem like you can parry this one or counter. Oh, you can do it with some of the attacks. Ha! Sucker! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, why does healing take, like, impossible inputs? Wait, there's something over there. Oh.
何を言ってるかわからないよ。知ってるの。ひなこがここでここにいないこと。
She is tanky. Man, healing during combat is really difficult because you need to use the D-pad and the face button. So if you also want to be walking away from the boss,
大丈夫だ。これしき大事。
take some actual
必要のごとく行うがいい。
trickery. Like that time when I was healing, I was using my right thumb
つきものの
with the D-pad.
ここへ踏み入ろうとは愚かな。
今のは
君についてきた汚れだろう。もう失せた。安心していい。属性に生きる以上、汚れがつくことは仕方がない。払えばいいだけのことだ。行こう。この先は神聖な領域だ。私も君も汚れは持ち込めない。ここで汚れを落とす。さあ、君も。
はい。
I don't know, the previous games also did have cutscenes. At least, well, 4 is in recent memory. That definitely had.
ただの水だよ。
Basically a story beat between every major section. Occasionally even during.
ひなこ、おい、しっかりしろ。
ドジだね。あんた階段から落ちたんだよ。
腕、どうした？
あれ引っ掛けて破いちゃったのかな。
特にあざはないみたいだな。痛むところはないか？
大丈夫。
それはよかった。
So I'm bad with names, especially Japanese names. Is that girl the same girl who was talking to me in the Nightmare World just now?
どうした？
行こう。時間を無駄にした。
よし、
No, okay.
行こう。
私をちゃんと守ってよ。私ひなこみたいに強くないんだから。
分かってる。俺から離れるな。
Okay,
目
thank
指
you.
すは俺の家だ。裏道から山を越え県道に出よう。俺が先頭を行く。相棒はしんがりを。
分かった。
And who is Sakuko? Question I plan on answering as soon as I get control. One who died. Oh, okay. Bingo. It's earnest and works really hard, but she also tends to get a little too caught up in her own ways of seeing things. Once she's come to a conclusion in her head, it can be like pulling teeth to convince her otherwise. Although we're the best of friends now, are we? We've had 2 or 3 huge fights in the past that ended with us not speaking to each other for weeks and weeks. I'm sure we'll end up fighting again in the future, but even if we do, I know we'll be able to make up again. Bizarre monster that looks like a bunch of celluloid dolls intertwined. Each of these dolls was most likely some child's best friend. Think that it would appear like this in my nightmare. Formidable foe. Monster in the form of Miko or Shrine Maiden. Sounds just like Sakuko. Swings around spiked mace and chain. Swing, the crisp chime of a bell rings out. Is this actually Sakuko, or is this just a monster pretending to be her? Alright, and it's not technically dead at this point. And she owes me money. Oh, yeah, okay. We're in touch with her spiritual side. All the way across town, huh? Wait. Do I have anything? 1 divine water? Just get rid of that. I think that's enough for today. First impressions of the game, like, seems alright. I'm not really sure if I prefer this sort of gameplay combat system. Like, sure, it's undeniably better than 4, for instance. But I'm also... it feels out of place in a horror game. And the balancing is questionable, I feel, because we have these town sections where it's a case of your steel pipes breaking and having to manage a weapon degradation with toolboxes and such. And then we have the nightmare sections where you have an indestructible weapon. It's kind of like you wanted to have some form of a resource management system in place, but then you also wanted to have this otherworldly place where you really couldn't manage the weapon degradation. So you just gave the player an indestructible weapon, which kind of takes away all the horror. It's like, oh, well, in the town sections, it does add to the tension that you have to worry about your weapon. You can't just fight everything because, or maybe you can. I assume you can fight most of the things in story difficulty, but you still have to be aware of your weaponry. Whereas in the Nightmare world, which I don't know, maybe is it supposed to be scarier? Maybe not. Maybe they're supposed to be like even. But in there, it's just no weapon degradation, no worries. Yeah, healing items also go there, but weapons don't. It's a weird system. Yeah, I'm not getting much Silent Hill out of this either, other than, hey, it's foggy. And I guess, well, story, I think it's too early to judge the story whatsoever at this point, because I don't really know what's going on at all. Suddenly, spooky fog rolled to town. And I guess I am having some form of nightmarish teleportations to another plane of existence or whatever. I can apply the same logic I applied in Silent Hill 4, which is just, oh, I'm having a nightmare, but that nightmare is somehow real. No need to think about that further than that. And perhaps it makes sense at some point down the line, but that point isn't now, so I can't really say if I like the story or not. So, It doesn't... If I am to compare this to 4, since 4 is the one that's in my recent memory, it doesn't have the same really interesting premise that 4 had with why am I stuck in my apartment? Here it's just, well, it got foggy. People went away. It's a bit more, I don't know, not as creative or original. But in the end, in something like this, I would say that big part of the story is the central mystery and how you unravel that mystery is a big part of whether the story works at all or not. And that's something that I wouldn't expect to grasp at this point anyway. So yeah, I'm sure the game will start feeding me some information that's gonna make it interesting and start making it more original and explain things in hopefully not too great detail. Because that's how Silent Hill 4, for instance, worked. At first it's just like, I don't know why I'm stuck here, I don't know why there's a hole in my bathroom, I don't know where I'm going or why I'm going there. Why am I in a train station suddenly? And it only starts to really make sense like halfway through the game. And even then it's very small pieces that you get that really pull all the rest of the pieces together. Also, a very small note, the performance has gotten better, so it really was the very early sections before the fog rolled in that were very rough on the performance, but hey. The age-old trick from Silent Hill 1 still applies. If you can't get performance to work, just throw in fog. You don't have to render anything fancy. The other world used to replace the fog world. Here it's a completely different place. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it was in Silent Hill 4 as well. It's a decent fog. I'd say graphically, I personally think that the PS2 games look really, really sick. Specifically because they are on PS2 and they're low resolution and they're grainy and they're just the right kind of ugly. And here, I don't know if this was like more or less a bug or if this was foreshadowing for something, but I remember that moment after the... Can you call it a boss fight? I suppose you could call it a boss fight, the big fat dude. No, not the fat dude, the scarecrow section. Where I was able to see through, like, in 2 different places at once. Like, am I supposed to be able to see that? And I feel like I shouldn't be able to see that because I wasn't able to walk to the other direction. Maybe that was just a case of, oh, he was here in the previous section and we forgot to delete him. Oh, and one more thing maybe to address is how the enemies have been introduced, because they have they all been introduced in cutscenes, more or less? Now I'm not sure. I'm mostly thinking right now of the fat dude who was definitely in a cutscene. The basic enemy in town was in a cutscene. The boss was definitely in a cutscene. Yeah, the doll thing was in a cutscene. So I'm just thinking, like, how was Pyramid Head introduced in 2? I think the first time you saw him, he was just standing behind some bars. Not doing anything. Just looking menacingly. Or was he in a cutscene? Actually, he could have been in a cutscene with the 2 dolls. Or whatever they were, mannequins. Yeah, I mean that's I don't know if I'm way off here. First time he wasn't behind bars. Yeah, okay. Because that's some of my favorite enemy introductions in horror games, or maybe games in general, have been through gameplay. Something in ways like that. Like, one of my favorite enemy introductions is... I don't remember the name of the enemy type, but in Dead Space we have the enemy that splits into smaller things. Dude just screams off screen and then walks from around the corner looking really lanky and fucked up. Like, that's a memorable moment. And not a cutscene in sight. I don't remember that. But I do remember that I think the first enemy in Silent Hill 2 is in a cutscene when you go into the corner and pick up the Is it a pipe or a blank? Whatever it is that you pick up. That's a cutscene introduction. I don't know. What an irrelevant thing to even bring up. Either way, still so far enjoying the game. Doesn't seem like a groundbreaking thing, but it's alright. But for now, thank you for watching, have a good night, and see you later. Bye!